The SBA has abruptly stopped the hardship accommodation plan. This just happened. So, for all EIDL borrowers, the 4 million of you, I'm going to tell you what this means for you. If you had lowered EIDL payments or you were looking to lower your EIDL payments, this is big news. It dropped out of nowhere. So, I'll explain it to you in this quick video and give some tips for your EIDL loan or other financing that you may need for your business or startup. As always, thanks so much for subscribing, turning on alerts so you never miss out on anything funding or business related. And if you're interested in funding such as financing or grants for your business, create a free skip account at tryskip.com. Dozens of grants, funding opportunities, and other tools to help your business grow, but more on that later. Here is the public change. It's a little bit of a surprise. Remember, when the hardship accommodation plan first started, we covered it here on this channel first. It allowed COVID EIDL borrowers, some 4 million folks across the US that took around $500 billion in loans, to temporarily reduce their payments. First, it was paying only 10% of your typical payment for up to 6 months. Then you were able to extend it again, up to 4 times. So basically lowered payments for 2 years. A lot of folks took advantage of it, especially when some of the defaults really started to happen about a year ago. The SBA was out there communicating, hey, there's hardship accommodation options out there that you should take advantage of. Again, that was last spring. And when the SBA was saying that, around 50,000 new businesses took advantage of this plan. Of course, we have a new administration under Trump. Kelly Loeffler is now the SBA administrator. I talked about her day one initiatives when she first took office a few weeks ago, but I didn't think there would be changes like this so quickly. But here's where we are. It's on the COVID EIDL page. Options for borrowers facing financial hardship, effective March 19th, 2025. The Hardship Accommodation Plan, HAP, for COVID-19 EIDL is no longer an option. All requests for any servicing action must be submitted to the COVID EIDL Servicing Center by emailing cesc@sba.gov. That's short for COVID EIDL Servicing Center. Now, last I recall, around a year ago, there are a couple 100,000 folks involved in these hardship accommodation plans. So if your typical payments for this 30-year loan, 3.75% up to $2 million, was $1,000 a month, you had the option of reducing it significantly, getting it as low as $100 a month. Yes, this would lead to the borrower paying more money over the lifetime of the loan because you'd be pushing off the payments and more interest would accrue on that principal balance. And at the end of the 30-year loan, you would have lump sum payments. But folks took this option because, hey, it's better than defaulting on the loan altogether. By the way, if you're an EIDL loan borrower, I would love to hear in the comments, did you take advantage of this? Are you still taking advantage of this? Now, let me get into what this news means for you. But first, the Skip team has done an incredible job. It made a free EIDL balance dashboard and savings calculator. So if you are still paying off your EIDL loan and you want to see how you can save on your payments, this is a free tool anyone can use. It's at helloskip.com/EIDL. Put in your outstanding balance, your next payment amount, and the next payment due date, and what the frequency of your payments is. Then click Create Dashboard, and you'll see data that looks like this. Your projected payoff date, and how much you can save if you adjust your payment. Go try it out, helloskip.com/EIDL, or the link in the description, because this ending of the hardship accommodation plan will affect many of you. It means that as of March 19th, the auto enroll button on the SBA portal no longer exists. So if you had an EIDL loan under 200K, you could click auto enroll in hardship accommodation plan. That button has been removed. It's basically now going to be a case by case basis. So that'll affect new folks who are thinking about, hey, maybe I want to enroll in the hardship accommodation plan now. And for folks who will need to renew their hardship accommodation plan, that button is no longer there. And if you do email them, they will likely ask for documents similar to what they've been doing for folks with larger loans over 200K, case-by-case evaluations. And if they do give you some hardship accommodation plan, I don't think it's going to be anywhere near as generous as the 10%, 20%, 30%, 50% may even be too generous. But I would love to know if your hardship accommodation plan is up for renewal soon, and you do email in, let me know. There's still talk at the SBA under Kelly Loeffler as to what will happen with the COVID EIDL loan portfolio. Will the SBA continue to hold on to it and try to service it? Or, as we've heard in the past, will there be attempts at selling these loans to a third party? And if that's the case, certainly those private organizations will not be as lenient as the SBA has been. Of course, a major reason for this policy shift is the new administration does not want to be as flexible and lenient towards the COVID EIDL borrowers. Their stance is, hey, you got to make payments. We've been working with you long enough. Now it's time to get back up to speed. Hey, for some, this may be good in the long run. It forces you to make decisions now on how you can actually afford to repay the loans as opposed to kicking the can down the road. But that's a big debate, and I'd love to know what you think. There's lots more funding and financing options on Skip. Go to tryskip.com to create your free account, and helloskip.com/EIDL to create your free calculator to see how you can save on your EIDL loan over the long run. Most importantly, stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.